Hello, Internet. It's April Fool's Day. No, this isn't an April Fool's video. Kindly fuck off with that shit. But, this is your only Rocky on any kind of social media whose name is not Dwayne, does not sound like an asshole, and doesn't try to cut promos with the F-bomb. Ah, fuck. Never mind that. But, thought I'd have a conversation with you guys, because we are only 4 days away from fall season starting up. Yes, baseball season is officially back, and I kind of got my hands full right now. Which leads me to one of the bigger announcements that I was hoping to make, which would be regarding streaming again. Unfortunately, right now, with everything being as it is, streaming is going to be very unlikely. At least for the time being, because I like to have a balance of work and being able to finish up any prior obligations to YouTube. However, there's also been kind of nostalgia, kind of weighing my options on going back to Twitch, streaming on multiple platforms, but I'm going to take y'all back down memory lane real fast. So, back in 2016, 2017, someone who I considered a really, really good friend, someone who's near and dear to my heart, his name was Jeff L. Bombino, or he used to go by UTech08, or I just called him King Joffrey. He's someone I've known for a very, very long time. Someone I've known since I was 15 years old. And I'll be honest with you guys. Back then, the internet got me in a lot of trouble because I did say some dumb shit. But of course, I was bullied. I had a lot of other issues that I was working out. And people picked on me for no fucking reason. And I kind of got tired of everyone's shit. So I would lash out, do some rhetorical, rants on Facebook. Anything in particular. So Jeff was one of those people that said, hey man, you gotta tone it down. And over the years, as an adult, I realized I can't do half the shit I was doing as a kid, because it's not 2005, 6, or 7 no more. But that's besides the point of the argument. But fast forward to 2017, I got introduced to Twitch, and I'd be playing games like, let's see, GTA Online. I'd be killing hookers. I'd be going to the strip club and starting fights with the guys there for the NPCs for no fucking reason, just for shits and giggles. I'd play NBA 2K17 or 18 at the time. I'd be playing Xbox games like, I don't know, go back and play Skate 3 randomly. I'd go play Dynasty Warriors Gundam, or Dynasty Warriors with my buddy and old roommate, shoe dealer. And kind of go from there. Up until about the last couple of years, I kind of lost interest after gaining affiliate status because, let's face it, affiliate status is not really worth it on Twitch because everyone and their mom can now get it. Kind of dawned on me it's become a lost cause, and no one wants to subscribe to multiple people unless they're really down with what you bring to the table. And everyone and their mom's going to stream Call of Duty, or they're going to stream a game like Dead by Daylight or Fortnite, which, by the way, I'm not playing Fortnite. That idea is going out the window real fast because it's a gimmick game. Come on, guys. But besides all that, Twitch was mainly my home until I started doing more with YouTube over the last 3 years. And I don't want to say that I want to go back to Twitch, but it's just is it worth it at this point? Because I feel like Twitch doesn't listen to the people who built it from the ground up, which is their streamers, which is where most of their platform originally came from. Over the last 3-4 years, it has become a shit show. You're allowing people to break the terms of service almost on a regular basis with no consequence, without making an example of people, which is why I stopped streaming full time in the first place. The last time I actually physically streamed was back in almost a year ago, which was May of last year. After that, I stopped. And I feel Twitch is becoming more and more of a problem. And I really wish it wasn't, but hopefully things are going to change. Maybe I'll multi-stream, maybe Twitch will open me back with open arms. But that's kind of not my decision to make right now. I got obligations to fulfill for YouTube, which is doing all my stuff on a regular basis, getting ready for MLB The Show, which just picked up last week, and working on a lot of videos for that and the new NCAA game coming out later this summer. But there is something I would like to share with y'all, which is kind of why I'm making this video on top of the update for multi-streaming in the very foreseeable future, which is to be determined. So today's April 1st, which tomorrow would be, after all is said and done, Lent is pretty much over, but I had a 10-day head start, and I gave up drinking soda for about 50 days. Which is unheard of for me, because I drink a lot of energy drinks. I'll have like a soda to or work, because it's like the only thing besides water that I can drink there. But I've been drinking about 6 bottles of water at work each day, which is like during a 5, maybe 8 hour shift. And a bottle about I'll fill up like a giant one of my water bottles, about yay big. 3 of those fill that up. Yes. But this was a tough time for me, because this was the time of year that my grandmother would be celebrating Lent by giving up sweets. But for those of you who have been out of the loop for a while, and I don't like to broadcast my personal business like that, but over the summer I was doing a 3-day drive, 1,700 miles from right outside of Denver to Panama City Beach, Florida, which is pretty much 3 hours away from where I live in Pensacola right now. I was helping a really good friend of my brother and I move. After we got out of Amarillo, we were about maybe 2 hours out from Dallas. I got a phone call that my grandmother passed away, all the way in Cleveland, Ohio. And my grandmother was a very instrumental part of my life growing up. And she had been diagnosed about 6 to 9 months ahead of time with early stages Alzheimer's, because she stopped engaging her mind. And she was one of the sharpest people in the world that you would want to know. Every single year, my grandma would write my brother and I cards for birthdays, Christmas. She would send my dad and my uncle stuff for Father's Day. And she had the best cursive handwriting in the world. Like, you could read that shit. And I still have a lot of her cards in my closet somewhere, which is how near and dear those are to me. Until about 2 years ago, I started noticing her handwriting was slipping a little bit. And then she started sending the cards to the wrong people. Like, I would get my sister's birthday card in May sent to my house, or my dad's card would get straight sent to my house. And then my brother and I got Father's Day cards, and neither of us are fathers. And that's when we knew something was seriously wrong. So my grandmother passed away in late August, right before Labor Day weekend, and that still hits close to home, because when we found out, my brother and I were in a 2000 and I like to say 7 or 8 Mini Cooper with 2 dogs in the back behind us. My brother's 6'1", 6'2". I'm 5'11". That car was cramped, and I hated it. But I never had time to process and grieve, because we were so focused on getting this drive done, and we also had a hurricane that was possibly going to hit Pensacola and Panama City if we didn't hurry the fuck up. So, after I got home and after all was said and done, I kind of broke down and cried in my room for the rest of the day when we got back. Even at work, I didn't feel like myself. And thought about it for a while, up until about beginning of this past month or so. And I remember Lent was coming up, because it comes up on my Google Calendar, which is super weird. And I was like, you know what? If my grandmother can give up sweets, why can't I give up soda for like a month? And I kind of did that 10 days ahead of time, as I said before. But it worked out. I don't have the craving for soda anymore. Hell, I like drinking water or my Ghost Energy drink at least once a day, but I down like 6 to 9 bottles of water daily and a Gatorade. Like one of those little mini Gatorades, just to balance everything out, about yay big. So that was actually pretty cool, and I thought I would share that with y'all, because it's like, if I can do that shit and give up soda for like a month or so, you probably can get out of your life and not have that dependency. It's actually a pretty nice feeling that I don't have like jitters in my fingers and all that stuff, you know? So, thought I'd share that interesting update. Hope everyone's doing okay. Hope everyone had a good Easter weekend. Baseball season starts pretty much now for majors. Minor starts in about 4 days. So you'll probably be seeing some updates, maybe a blog or two from the stadium while I'm there. So I'll keep y'all posted on it. But this is your boy, Rocky number 7. One love. And thank you.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things